Mark Rogers TV back with you after a huge weekend of college football, most notably the Notre Dame win at Oklahoma, while Florida falls from the ranks of the unbeaten along with Oregon State and Mississippi State. We're going to give you our top 10 teams, meaning these are the teams that we believe should be ranked 1 through 10. Not necessarily the best teams in the country 1 through 10. For example, LSU, we believe, is a better football team than Kansas State. The Tigers, we believe, would win on a neutral field. They're more athletic and they're faster, and we just believe that they would win that football game. But Kansas State should be ranked ahead of LSU. They're undefeated, LSU is not, and Kansas State has done it against a legit schedule. So again, keep that in mind. These are the resumes stacked up against one another. We go 1 through 10, starting with the Crimson Tide. Alabama's number 1. They've been dominant. No, the schedule's not been rugged, but they have, of course, dominated Michigan and Mississippi State among other teams, and Alabama is number 1. Okay, at number 2, we've got Kansas State. Double nickels the past 2 weeks against West Virginia and Texas Tech. A road win in Oklahoma. K-State stays undefeated. They've done it very impressively. At number 3, we've got the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. They have defeated Michigan State. They have also defeated Oklahoma and Stanford, although that win very controversial. Notre Dame getting better, getting more dominant. The front 7 is truly one of the best in the country. Notre Dame is number 3 and still unbeaten. At number 4, we've got Oregon. Now, many people believe Oregon to be higher than number 4. We think that they're probably better than number 4, but they have yet to prove it on the field. We've got the USC game coming up and the Pac-12 championship game as well as a date against Stanford. So Oregon has something to prove, and they will have their chance. But for right now, despite a 49-0 win over Arizona, that's about all the Ducks have on their resume at this point. At number 5, we've got Ohio State. They are undefeated. We're throwing out the ineligible status. We're just talking about the 10 highest-ranked teams in the country. Ohio State is 9-0. They've made it through a Big Ten schedule. Of course, the conference is down, and their toughest out-of-conference game was Cal, and Cal is 3-6. So Ohio State at number 5. Georgia's number 6. The Bulldogs coming off the mat of that 35-7 drubbing to South Carolina. The tiebreaker here is head-to-head. We've got Georgia, we've got Florida, we've got LSU. So we've got Georgia 6, Florida 7, LSU 8. Georgia beat Florida, Florida beat LSU. So Georgia gets the 6th spot, Florida at 7. They've got the most impressive resume of those 3 teams. They defeated LSU, they defeated South Carolina in dominant fashion, also have a win against A&M, but we've got to go head-to-head with Georgia over Florida 6 and 7. LSU at number 8, and the Bayou Bengals have that Florida loss. They also have wins against South Carolina and Washington, and although the Huskies are just 4-4, they do have wins over Stanford and Oregon State. Then we've got Louisville at number 9. The Cardinals playing the Big East. That really knocks them down because the Big East is horrible. Number 6 out of the 6 BCS leagues, in our opinion. Louisville probably beat its best opponent just this past weekend over Cincinnati. That game at home in overtime. Louisville, out of conference, has defeated North Carolina, probably the 4th or 5th best team in the ACC. So Louisville still undefeated at number 9. Then we have to break a big tie at number 10. Mississippi State lost its first game against Alabama on the road, 38-7 Saturday. Mississippi State's first loss, but they play in the SEC, of course, the best league in the country. Their best win is probably Tennessee by 10 at home, but they break the tie. We break the tie for them because Mississippi State's loss against the best team in the country, while Florida State lost to NC State, Clemson lost to Florida State, Boise lost to Michigan State, and Oregon State with that loss against a 4-4 Washington team. So there you have it, 1 through 10, Alabama, Kansas State, Notre Dame, Oregon, Ohio State at 5, 6, 7, and 8, Georgia, Florida, and LSU, then Louisville at 9, and Mississippi State at 10. That's our top 10. There's plenty of debate there for you, so let's hear from you on Mark Rogers TV.